Human technology integration has been a topic I found interesting around the last year or so. It is a topic that inspires several debates as well as discussions of redefining what it means to be human with the always continuously blurred line between man and machine. Now, let's look at it at a different angle. Let's view this delicate balancing act by seeing it unfold through the guise of romance. Ah, see? An interesting what if scenario if I do say so myself. Many animes have tried to tackle this interesting topic such as Time of Eve or Showbits. Unfortunately, today's topic of review, Plastic Memories, will not be one such show that tackles this topic. So, I'll be completely honest with everyone here. Even though Plastic Memories doesn't dive into the ever intriguing topic of human technology integration, it instead ends up being a slice of life rom-com. Don't get me wrong, the show wasn't bad. In fact, I really enjoyed the first episode a lot, but it didn't do a lot of things well. The big thing for me was they had a lot of potential concepts in mind, however, they never really fleshed them out, and I feel as though the show suffered later on because of that. Well, I guess I should give some background on the show that we're reviewing before I continue the review. Oh, well, very well. Basically, Plastic Memories is about a guy named Tsukasa who, after failing his college entrance exams, basically being branded a loser by Japanese standings, picks up a job at a terminal service department whose main purpose is to reclaim expired androids, who only live a grand total of 81,920 hours, which is roughly 9 years and 4 months. During his time there, he teams up with an android named Isla, and must come to terms with the short lifespan of these lifelike androids at his new job. For those that haven't seen this show before, I will say that Plastic Memories immediately sets you up with the classic, this show is going to have a sad ending deal. You know, kind of like Angel Beats, for example. And is made consistently clear throughout the entire show. Plastic Memory tries to combine elements of sci-fi, slice of life, romance, which is a big one in there, and drama to craft a futuristic story where humans and robots can coexist. Well, to be fair, the key word is tries after all. And with that, boys and girls, take your seats, pull out your pen and paper because you're about to hear a lesson from Professor Sig on Anime 101. No talking, please. Today's lesson, romance in anime. When trying to present a proper romance, there must always be a proper interaction between the main love interests in order to actually sell its relevance. Simple enough, right? We, as viewers, need to actually be convinced of their validity as a couple for it to feel, organic and real. Not handled properly can make this relationship forced or manipulated, and this is a big mistake I noticed while watching Plastic Memories, as it tries to build a chemistry that doesn't really seem to work. Sorry if this sounds kind of vague, but if anyone does watch this show, I don't want to spoil too much of the show, so kind of bear with me in this review today, if you can. Please, I'd really appreciate it. The animation and art style of Plastic Memories was above average and made my whole experience somewhat better than it would have been without it. Using bright, vivid, and used an amazing range of colors to convey the mood as well as the tone that they were really going for. It truly shined through, most notably on the show's final episodes and the finale included. Last thing that I'll talk about this show was the characters in this show. I mean, every character had only one character trait, and I really wish I could say that jokingly. As with all of my review videos and first impression videos, I always mention there are tropes in every show. But this one literally had one trope for each character in this show. In fact, I could go as far as to say that all the characters, including the main characters, are overall bland and kind of boring. Not to mention the fact that the dialogue is pretty standard as well, which really doesn't surprise me in the least. Overall, Plastic Memories had all the opportunities and the potential to create a decent or even a good sci-fi tale. However, instead it did neither and sadly fell short of the mark. It's as simple as that. But don't get me wrong, there were some small things I liked about it, but I couldn't get as into it as I thought I would. My recommendation is, if you do happen to watch this show, I highly suggest that you watch this show with low expectations. Shows like this are one of the reasons I do these reviews, as to either recommend you all great shows or to save you your time and watch something else. If there's one thing that I have learned over this past year of doing these reviews, is that I can at least recommend one or two shows to you guys.
あんなにちっちゃい。俺とアイラが初めて出会ったのもあそこだよね。
Well, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this review today. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so hopefully I wasn't too rusty doing this one. If you liked the video, hey, give your boy Big Sig a like, maybe a comment, and possibly subscribe for future videos if you liked videos such as the one you just watched. Once again, guys, thank you for watching as always, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.
この子ギフティアなんだよな。でも今日から俺たちパートナーだね。よろしくアイラ。